There is a city sitting right at the geographic center of the United States, smoking some of the best brisket on the planet, with more public fountains than anywhere on earth except Rome, and a sporting heritage so deep it has earned the title Soccer Capital of America. Welcome to Kansas City, Missouri, a bi-state metropolitan area of 2.4 million people spread across the Missouri and Kansas border at the confluence of two rivers. The city of fountains, the barbecue capital of the world, the birthplace of Kansas City jazz. This summer, in 2026, the city is also on the world stage. 6 FIFA World Cup matches are being played at Arrowhead Stadium between June 16th and July 11th. But long after the tournament ends, Kansas City remains one of the most underrated travel destinations in America. In this video, we are covering everything: the food, the museums, the jazz district, where to stay, and exactly how to plan your trip. By the end, you will know whether Kansas City belongs on your travel list. Let's get into it. Kansas City was founded in 1838 as a river trading post and a jumping-off point for the Santa Fe, Oregon, and California trails. It grew into one of the great American crossroads cities, and that history is woven into everything about it today. The metro spans 2 states, Missouri and Kansas, divided right down the middle by the state line. Most of the major attractions, the famous barbecue joints, the Plaza, and the museums, all sit on the Missouri side, but the whole region is connected, and locals will tell you not to worry too much about which side of the state line you are on. Kansas City barbecue is one of America's 4 great regional barbecue traditions. Slow smoked over hickory and oak, sweet, tangy, tomato-based sauce, and one signature invention that started right here in this city, burnt ends. Kansas City jazz is its own art form. Born in the Prohibition era, when the city's wide-open political climate let nightclubs run all night long. Charlie Parker grew up here. Count Basie made his name here. The 18th and Vine district still carries the soul of all of it. And the soccer. Lamar Hunt, the owner of the Kansas City Chiefs, was a founding investor in Major League Soccer right after the 1994 World Cup. Sporting KC was one of the founding 10 teams, and in 2024, Kansas City opened the first purpose-built professional women's soccer stadium anywhere in the world. Start with the National WWI Museum and Memorial. This is the only museum in the United States dedicated entirely to the First World War, and it is one of the finest historical museums in the country. The 217-foot Liberty Memorial Tower above it has the finest panoramic view of downtown. Inside the museum, you cross a glass bridge floating over 9,000 red poppies. Each poppy represents 1,000 combatant deaths in the war. 9 million lives. It will stop you cold the moment you see it. Next, the Nelson-Atkins Museum of Art. And here is the part most travelers do not realize. General admission is completely free. The collection holds more than 35,000 works across 5,000 years. Caravaggio, Monet, Van Gogh, Rembrandt, and one of the finest Asian art collections in the country. On the 22-acre lawn outside, 4 giant Cleese Oldenburg shuttlecocks, each 18 feet tall, scattered like a tossed game. Country Club Plaza is America's first planned suburban shopping district. Opened in 1922, modeled directly after Seville, Spain. 15 city blocks of red tile roofs, dozens of fountains, and over 150 shops and restaurants. Take a horse-drawn carriage, float the Brush Creek gondola, or just walk it at sunset when the fountains catch the light. In December, the plaza lights illuminate every building, from Thanksgiving through mid-January. The 18th and Vine Historic Jazz District is the cultural soul of the city. The American Jazz Museum here houses Charlie Parker's saxophone and Ella Fitzgerald's gown. Right next door, the Negro Leagues Baseball Museum tells the story of the Kansas City Monarchs and the black baseball pioneers who broke the color line in American sports. Both were designated national museums by Congress. Both are essential. Union Station opened in 1914 as one of the great American railway stations. Beaux Arc architecture, soaring ceilings, and an original waiting room that held 10,000 passengers at a time. It now houses Science City, a planetarium, and theaters. The Grand Hall alone is worth the walk through. And inside the city market sits the Arabia Steamboat Museum. In 1856, a steamboat carrying 400,000 pounds of supplies sank in the Missouri River. It was buried 45 feet under a cornfield for over 130 years before it was discovered. Quick pause here. If this video is helping you so far, drop a like and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow, and we put a lot of research into every guide. Kansas City's hotels cluster in 4 main districts: Downtown and Power and Light, Country Club Plaza, the Crossroads Arts District, and Crown Center near Union Station. Lowe's Kansas City is the newest large luxury hotel in town, a 25-story tower that opened in 2020, directly connected to the convention center with Power and Light District nightlife right at the door. The Raphael Hotel on Country Club Plaza is a member of Small Luxury Hotels of the World, an intimate 123-room boutique, 2 minutes from the Plaza fountains, and the most romantic place to stay in the city. Hotel Phillips Downtown is a meticulously restored 1931 Art Deco landmark, the most architecturally beautiful hotel in Kansas City. The 21C Museum Hotel in the Crossroads pairs a boutique hotel with a free contemporary art museum open to the public. Rotating exhibitions, design forward rooms, and the chain's signature penguin sculptures everywhere you turn. Now the food. And we have to start with the barbecue. Burnt ends. Crispy, deeply flavored cubes from the point of a smoked brisket. They were invented right here in Kansas City. They are now served at barbecue joints across America. But the original is still the best. Joe's Kansas City Bar Bequid started inside a former gas station. Anthony Bourdain called it one of the 13 places in the world you must eat at before you die. The Z-Man sandwich, smoked brisket with provolone and onion rings, is a Kansas City rite of passage. Show up before noon to beat the line. Arthur Bryant's has been operating since 1908. Calvin Trillin famously called it the single best restaurant in the world. Presidents, musicians, and locals have been lining up here for more than a century. Jack Stack is the most polished sit-down barbecue experience in the city. Multiple locations, including one right on the plaza, and a hickory smoked beef rib that is worth the trip alone. Q39 is the modern craft barbecue benchmark with a burnt-end Z burger worth ordering. Beyond barbecue, the Crossroads Arts District is where the city's restaurant innovation lives. Corvino Supper Club serves one of the most creative tasting menus in the entire Midwest, with live jazz performing nightly. Boulevard Brewing Company was founded in 1989 and grew into the largest independent specialty brewer in the entire Midwest. Free 45-minute brewery tours run Wednesday through Sunday, with samples included. And Tom's Town Distilling is the city's craft distillery, a prohibition-themed tasting room downtown serving house. Made gin, vodka, and bourbon. Kansas City International Airport, MCI, opened a brand new $1.5 billion single terminal in February 2023. One of the most modern airport facilities anywhere in the United States. 39 gates, expanded dining, dedicated TSA pre-check lanes. Direct flights connect Kansas City to almost every major American city. Chicago and Dallas are 90 minutes. New York and Los Angeles run about 3 hours. London Heathrow is about 8 hours direct on British Airways. Rideshare from the airport to downtown is about $35 to $50. Inside the city, the Kansas City Streetcar is completely free to ride. It connects River Market through downtown all the way down to Country Club Plaza, thanks to the 2024 extension. The single most useful piece of transit for visitors. For sports, Kauffman Stadium hosts Royals baseball from April through October. The crown-shaped scoreboard and outfield fountains make it one of the most beautiful ballparks in baseball. The best months to visit Kansas City overall are May, June, September, and October, when the weather is mild and the city looks its absolute best. One note for World Cup travelers this summer: there is no light rail to Arrowhead Stadium. The official Connect Key C26 buses are your only transportation, and hotels in the Plaza, Crossroads, and Power and Light District are booking out months ahead. A 217-foot tower, the best view in town. Burnt ends invented in this city. A jazz district that shaped American music. A free art museum with Caravaggio on the wall. Spanish architecture from 1922. And 200 fountains, second only to Rome. This is Kansas City. Underrated, overlooked, and one of the most rewarding city trips anywhere in America. When you are ready to plan your Kansas City trip, head to PalapaVibez.com. Built by travelers, for travelers, the link is in the description. Drop a comment down below. We read every single one.